Hey everyone, welcome back to the Scaling Deep podcast and the YouTube channel. If you're watching from here, I am Lisa Princic, your host. I'm a membership coach and business strategist. And I want to know from you today if lack of sales or really slow sales are keeping you up at night. And if they are, then you want to keep listening because this is a common problem right now in business. Things seem to be feeling a little slower for people. And I want to share with you a little bit about what is going on with that and how you can get some help because there are a lot of people feeling the crunch right now. And we're definitely in a phase where people are just not throwing money at programs and courses and all kinds of things and memberships in the hopes that they'll get something out of it. People are looking for really tangible results. And one of the things that I'm doing to rectify this problem and help people along is I've got a workshop coming up in a couple of weeks called Maximize Membership Sales Funnels. And it is all about helping business owners who either want to have a membership or already have one, helping them figure out how to create an effective sales funnel for their program so they can enroll people in it consistently. And the reason why this is so important because I talk to people who have had businesses or other programs or are just really good at what they do or work on a one-on-one capacity with people, and they simply are not creating effective sales systems for their scalable programs like memberships. And I want to help people figure out why that's happening and then how to build an effective one, including what's working right now, like what's working today to bring people in to memberships and programs. And the reason why this is important, because it's too easy for us to want to give up and say, well, it's just really tough right now. I'm not going to try. Well, that attitude does not get us very far because don't forget, when things do get better, then there's a whole bunch more people who flood in the market. And it just means that they work harder to get that sale and they get more of those too. What this really means is that you have to figure out what you can do specifically to get people more on your side, more willing to get to know you and trust you. And I'm going to share with you a few tips today about how to do that. And I also really encourage you to head on over to scalingdeep.com/maximize to sign up for my upcoming workshop where we can walk through this together. All right. Because here's what's happening right now. Some programs are still selling like hotcakes. I come across colleagues and they tell me about their launches, and some of them are just like really doing well, and nothing has really changed in the last few years. And if anything, some of them are even doing better than they have. And there are a few reasons for this. So I will talk about this now and share with you what this is. Right now, people are craving results and they're craving tangible results. So that's in some ways why some one-on-one programs or higher support programs are still doing well, because they can trust that when they make an investment in support, that they're going to get some feedback, that they're going to get some handholding, and they're going to learn about what they need to improve or change in their life, regardless of whether it's a little bit different than what they sign up for, right? Because you know the traditional problem of signing up for a program on how to create your online course, and then you decide, well, do I really want an online course, or do I want a membership, or do I want one-on-one coaching, or do I want an agency? You know, there's all these things that pop up. And if you were to get one-on-one support or some kind of higher touch support, you know that that person can likely help you with whatever it is that you decide and whatever makes the most sense as you work through it together. And even on the opposite scale of that, let's look at the lower ticket, quick bite-sized wins. People are feeling a lot more comfortable signing up for things that are very specific, where they are like, I know I can learn something from this. For example, my sales funnel workshop, that is going to teach people how to create their own sales funnel for their membership and learn how to figure out, is the one that they have working? Do they even know how to build it? Do they know how to track it? What types of ways are people getting people and new members into their programs, and what is working right now and what is best for the membership type versus just following one size fits all formulas and saying, oh, so and so is doing it this way, I have to do it that way, because it's a really customized decision. You can't just follow someone else's formula. There's so many variables that go into that. It's very specific, it's very tangible. Anyone with a current membership, without a current membership, but worried about that sales aspect of it and want to know that they can bring people into it quickly, is going to get a lot out of that because it's very tangible. And that is what is selling well today, even if on the other end of it, we're still providing more comprehensive support. But the idea is that you're bringing people into something more clear, specific, and tangible, and then they can get to know you and be more willing to see the depth and the breadth of what you can offer beyond that initial purchase or initial webinar or whatever it is you're offering that gives them that specific win. And then they'll later really go like, wow, you must have a comprehensive solution, or your comprehensive solution must just be amazing. And it likely is, but getting them to learn about it and find out about it is going to require getting their attention on a whole new level, never quite seen before. So if you think you're being specific enough, if you think you're being tangible enough and bite-sized enough, you probably aren't, because those goalposts are getting narrow and narrow every few days right now. And you're going to have to rein that in and make sure that that's what you're leading with. And even though it feels counterintuitive and it may feel risky to go so narrow, it's okay to do that for your external connection points, your hooks, your workshops, webinars, your lead magnets, all the things that are going to be the first form of contact or the first chance of people getting to know you and your first opportunity to nurture them. So that's going to work really well for those. And then next, you want to make sure you're building a really good funnel based on that. And this is where I see a lot of people really fall down, as they don't know what goes into a funnel, and they don't even know how to encourage somebody to enter into it or to really pay attention to their offer. I mean, we've got all kinds of things we can do. We can have evergreen memberships where people can sign up anytime. We have closed door memberships that are still evergreen. And then we have closed completely door memberships, and they operate and enroll people through launches. And those are all okay, but they all are very different kinds of funnels, and they all require different types of nurturing sequences or systems so that people can get to know you and your offer. And sometimes what we're doing is perfectly fine, but we're just missing a few bits of information that can help us improve that so that we can get new members in the way that we've desired to do it, whether it's launching or evergreen or you name it. Not everybody wants to do big launches. Not everybody wants to do evergreen. We can choose that, but we need to understand what are the best ways to get people to know us through those periods so that they really do consider our offer. And a big part of that is tracking and actually looking at the numbers, because sales and funnels on a scaling level are a numbers game. And it is a lot more to do with looking at it more objectively than we think, instead of looking at it and feeling overwhelmed that we're not getting the sales. Like my client just said to me, sometimes I look at the fact that my revenue isn't that high from a launch, and I realize now that I'm just selling a very small item and that I've actually got quite a few sales. Well, exactly. You've got to think about what it will take to sell your membership at scale. And that's also why in the workshop, I'm going to go through different ways to package your offer so that you can potentially max out on the profitability of your new member and encourage them to invest more upfront. And I'll show you different ways that you can do that, and how also you can go overboard in that and offer too many options and just make it too confusing. So we're going to go through all of that because I know that you can sell your membership. Every day I come across new clients who have amazing membership ideas, a really clear handle on the problems of their ideal members, the transformation they want, and a real passion to help people, and also experience helping these people in different ways. And they just don't know how to position and sell it. And that's where I really want to make a difference for you and helping you figure that out so that you can overcome that fear or that imposter syndrome that this is just too hard and actually just learn how to sell to people and how to really bring them closer to you. Because when it looks like what you have isn't appealing, what it really just means is that you have not communicated it properly. And this is what I'm going to help you do so much more easier than before. So before you do anything else, come on over to scalingdeep.com/maximize, where I'm going to teach you in this workshop how to package your program for maximum sales, conversion, and maximum profitability. We're going to look at different types of funnels that are working for memberships in this market right now to enroll new members consistently, and also sales benchmarks for memberships. So you can tell if what you're doing is working and which parts of it are and which parts of it aren't, and not throw the whole thing out, so that you can create a great baseline to improve slowly, sustainably, in a way that isn't going to create any kind of burnout or overwhelm for you. Okay. I'm so excited about this. I cannot wait to see you in the workshop. I'm going to share more of this and different techniques on how to grow your membership in next week's episode. So if you're loving this, I hope you subscribe to wherever you're listening or watching. Thanks for being here. Bye for now.